How did your unit's best leader get forced out for refusing to play politics? Captain Brendan Sterling was the kind of officer you'd follow into hell. 3 combat tours, Purple Heart, Bronze Star, but more importantly, he actually cared about his soldiers. Our company was getting ready for deployment when Sterling got assigned as our commander. First day, he gathered everyone in the motor pool. No fancy speech, just told us straight. I work for you, not the other way around. You take care of the mission, I'll take care of everything else. And he meant it. When Private Wyatt's wife had a baby 2 months early, Sterling personally drove him to the airport at 3 in the morning. Used his own money for the plane ticket when emergency leave funding got delayed. When Specialist Quincy failed his fitness test, Sterling didn't just smoke him. He ran with him every morning at 5 a.m. for 6 weeks until Quincy passed. Celebrated with him like it was his own achievement. The problem started with Colonel Vance at brigade headquarters, old school politician, more interested in his promotion than his soldiers. Wanted everything to look perfect on paper, even if it was garbage in reality. Vance demanded Sterling submit his monthly readiness reports showing 100% equipment operational. Sterling refused. Sir, 18 of our vehicles need major repairs. I'm not lying on an official document. Vance got that tight smile officers use when they're furious. Sterling, everyone massages the numbers a bit. It's how the game works. You want to make major? You need to play ball. Sterling didn't massage anything. Submitted accurate reports showing our real equipment status. Vance called him into his office the next day. You're making me look bad to the general. Fix your numbers or I'll find someone who will. Sterling stood his ground. With respect, sir, if we deploy with broken equipment, soldiers die. I won't sign off on lies. That's when Vance started building his case. Every tiny mistake got documented. Every decision got questioned. Sterling was getting written up for things other commanders did routinely. The breaking point came during our pre-deployment inspection. Vance showed up personally with a team of inspectors. They went through everything with a microscope looking for failures. They found our medic bags were missing some supplies. Not the critical stuff, just minor items that were on back order from supply. Every unit in the brigade had the same shortages, but Vance wrote it up as a major deficiency. Captain Sterling has failed to maintain medical readiness standards, the report said. This unit is not prepared for deployment. We knew what was happening. Vance was tanking Sterling's evaluation to force him out. Sterling called the whole company together that night. Listen up, Colonel Vance wants me gone because I won't lie for him. I've been offered a deal. Play along with his numbers game, make everything look perfect, and this all goes away. The room went dead silent. Sterling continued. But if I do that, I'm putting you at risk. We deploy with equipment I know is broken, with supply shortages I know exist, and when something fails in combat, it won't be Vance bleeding in the dirt. It'll be one of you. He looked around at all of us. I'm refusing the deal, which means I'm probably done, but you'll deploy with a commander who'll tell the truth about what you need. Next week, Sterling got relieved of command. Official reason was failure to meet readiness standards. Everyone knew the real reason. He'd refused to play politics. His replacement was Captain Donovan Pierce. Nice guy, but he understood how things worked. First thing he did was change all the reports to show perfect readiness. Same broken equipment, same supply shortages, different numbers on paper. Vance was thrilled. Held Pierce up as an example at the next officers meeting. This is how you run a company. Everything green across the board. We deployed 3 months later. Second week in country, one of those vehicles Sterling said was broken through a rod during a convoy. Broke down in the middle of hostile territory. We were stuck there for 4 hours waiting for recovery. Specialist Quincy was in that vehicle. Took shrapnel from an RPG during the wait. Lost his leg below the knee. Same kid Sterling had run with every morning to help pass his fitness test. When we got back, Sterling had already left the army. Took a job teaching high school in his hometown. Couldn't make major, couldn't command, so he got out. Vance made colonel, got his promotion 6 months later. Now he's working some cushy Pentagon job, probably still playing the numbers game. Pierce finished the deployment, got a top evaluation from Vance. On track for major, just like Vance promised. But here's what nobody expected. Quincy got back from the hospital last year, went to college on veteran benefits, graduated with a degree in education, got hired at the same high school where Sterling teaches. They're both teachers now, working in classrooms right next to each other. Quincy told me Sterling still shows up at 5 a.m. every day. Now he runs with students who need help passing their gym requirements. Does the same thing he did in the army, just without the uniform. Last month, that high school won a National Teaching Excellence Award. Sterling and Quincy both got recognized for their student mentorship program. The ceremony had more former soldiers in attendance than parents. Vance sent Sterling a congratulations email, never mentioned Quincy, never acknowledged what happened on that convoy, just some generic message about being proud of his service. Sterling never responded.